Okay, I don't know what is happening right now, but that was totally weird. Hopefully you guys come back with me. I don't know what happened just now, but I'm trying to see if I can find my live. And my phone just completely shut off. So I don't know what that was about, but I'm here. Let's see if I can. All right. Maybe you guys will come back with me. Anyway, so we used some antiquing paste, okay, just to add a little bit of dirty to this, okay, make it look a little bit old. All right. Hi, Tammy, welcome. Thanks for watching me. I don't know if you were on my other live just now, but my phone just like completely turned off and closed, so I don't know what happened. Hi, Laura. I'm also back, apparently. I don't know where I went, but I'm here now. Okay, so I just kind of roughed that up just a little bit, okay, to where it doesn't look so bright white. I think that helps just a little bit. So now, this is the transfer that we're going to use. Hi, Alma. Hey, Milta. Welcome, ladies. How are y'all? Okay, so you should be able to comment the word wishes to get all the stuff to make this. I did, Carolyn. Thank you so much. I am going to just dry this a little bit, make sure that it's good and dry before we continue on. And we are going to use surface wax. Just a little, okay? You don't want to go crazy. Just the tiniest bit right on my wax applicator, and I'm going to put it onto my palette sign and just buff that in, okay? All right, there we go. Okay. Okay, so now that we have all of this ready to go, we're gonna put the transfer on here, and then I have some cute little cutouts, and we're gonna add just a little bit of extra stuff here. So what I wanna do, I'm gonna pull this over just a little bit because I wanna add a little bit of I found this red and green jute. Hi, Stacy. Yeah, I completely disappeared. I don't know what happened to me earlier. I don't know if everyone's freezing. Mine's not freezing anymore at all on my end, but Mom, you might need to close and come back if you're having issues. It might be your internet. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. So the cutouts are only the word Christmas and mistletoe. So we're just going to do wishes and kisses on the board, okay? And then we're going to add the cutouts here in just a second. So I'm going to use Shimmer Gold, which I love. I love this color. It's great. I just pretty much keep it out on my desk now all the time so that I can always be using it. Don't even bother putting it away most nights. All right. There we go. Hi, Deborah. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. Happy Wednesday to you, too. Okay, so that's good. Okay, now, obviously it's blank, but we're going to add it in here in just a second. Let me get a piece of paper so that I can paint these real fast. So we are going to use forest green, which, y'all, you know I love this color. I can't stop it. I can't be helped, honestly. Just going to pick it right. I mean, I guess I could have used the lid. I'll use the lid. With a paintbrush. I'm not adding any water or anything like that. I want it to be a good, thick consistency. And this one is like that creamy formula. It's such a new jar. It's like really easy to just paint right out of the jar. And I don't need to add water because I want it to be really thick. I don't want to have to do a bunch of layers. Okay? So If you do find that it's kind of hard to spread though, just add a tiny bit of water. Put it like on a color tray or in the lid of the jar and add just a tiny bit of distilled water to it, and you won't have any trouble painting with it, okay? All right. All right, there we go. Now, I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna hold just for a second. Well, I think it'll be fine. So I was gonna wait and see how it dries if I feel like it needs another coat, but I think it'll be okay. So then I'm just gonna use black for the words because I want to do the words in gold to match the other words. Okay. So the background I'm just gonna make black on this, and as you can, I don't know if y'all can tell, but this paint or this paste is just a little thicker. It's not too bad, but occasionally I will add water whenever I'm trying to paint with it to just help it spread a little bit easier. It's not too bad tonight, but sometimes it is a little bit rough to paint with whenever it's kind of thickened up a little bit. And you'll all be very proud of me. Before I went live tonight, I actually untangled the cord on my light so that I can actually put it in front of me and you can see what I'm doing with it a little bit better. So, you know, I'm a productive member of society now, I guess, doing things that I've been meaning to do for a while. I also am very annoyed because my house is full of little mud footprints from dozer running through after the many rains that we've had. So I'm probably going to be mopping my entire house tomorrow over lunch. Not super looking forward to that one, but you know, things have to be done sometimes, I guess. All right, so you can comment the word wishes or wish, W-I-S-H-E-S, in the comments to get all the stuff to make this. And also, if you haven't yet, to sign up for notifications whenever I go live. Okay? All right, so that's good and done. Now, I did not spray my transfer or anything because I am going to be using it. And then whenever I completely finish, I will spray it again, or I will spray it to make sure that that paste doesn't dry in it, because it makes it really hard, especially with shimmer paste, to get that paste out of the silk screen, okay, and to clean it. It makes it horrible, so don't let shimmer paste dry in your silk screen or you might regret it. So I think I want to do another layer of this forest green because it looks, I did it a little spotty. So I'm just going to come over it one more time. And that's, I would say it was a me problem. User error. Normally it covers really well, and I really like it, how this green looks on these cutouts, because they're kind of charred on the edges from the laser, and so it leaves kind of like a little bit, tiny bit of a shadow along the edge, and I just love that. I think it looks so great. Now, you could obviously like paint white over it before you paint. Spray paint works really well as a primer. Hi Jen, how are you? Thanks for watching me. Spray paint works really, really good as a primer for these. If you want to do that, you can, and then you're going to have a really great coverage probably the first time, okay? whenever you go to paint, but I don't mind doing 2 layers. On darker colors, the white, whenever I do white, I do like to pre-paint them, but I haven't been lately. Or even just go over it with like even an off-white paint would be helpful. I know, I love this shirt. This is one of the tops that you sent me for my birthday a couple years ago, Mom. Okay, so I am using surface wax, okay? I need a drink. My throat be dry. Okay. I am going to put a little surface wax because I don't want to be pulling up the paste whenever I pull up the transfer. But I'm not going to do an overabundance of surface wax, okay? I do not want to use a ton because it will keep my paste from sticking, okay? And if you've ever put too much surface wax, whenever you pull it up, it looks like maybe your paste dried in the transfer or something like that, but no. It's because there's too much wax and it didn't stick, okay? So, oh, look. I have an easy, accessible light that I don't have to try and stretch the cord over here. Look at that. It's a miracle. Okay, except I don't like that. Okay, so I'm going to line this up just like so. Get it pushed down really well. And I'm going to use my detail tool for the little berries. We're going to use Shimmer Eucalyptus, which is going out, okay? It is almost gone. As soon as it sells out, it's gone, okay? Finito. So if you want it, you need to grab it because it's low stock, and once it's sold out, it's gone, okay? And I do store my jars upside down because they're in my... I keep them in this drawer. That's why it was like that whenever I opened it, if you were wondering. And if you weren't, I told you anyways. Okay, so there is a ribbon on here. We're going to get the ribbon too. So let's do that. And I need to still try and kind of work quickly. This is Shimmer Crimson, sorry, I'm trying to think of the name, that I'm using for the bow and for the berries, okay? And then eucalyptus for the leaves, or the greenery part. I don't know if it's leaves. I guess it's leaves on mistletoe. I don't know what kind of plant that is, to be honest. Oops. Alright, so now for the rest of this dude, I can just get right in there. And I still want to kind of work fast, okay, because I don't want this to dry. But the shimmer paste does take a little bit longer to dry, so you do have just a little bit more time. But I still wouldn't dilly-dally, okay? What, the eucalyptus or the crimson? Because the eucalyptus is a solid top of my list too, if that's what you're saying. I love this color. It's so pretty. The silvery green, it just gets me every time. I love it. Alright. And then we're going to come back with the Shimmer Crimson. And I'm trying not to leave a lot on this transfer, but I'm also trying to hurry it up. So, not doing my best job of picking up all my paste whenever what's left behind. But I think I might survive. No? Hi, Janelle. How are you? Oh, okay. Yes, I love the crimson too. It's such a nice color. And it's not like that bright red, but it's a good Christmas red anyways. Okay, there's my mistletoe. Look how great that looks. And the shimmers cannot be beat, I'm telling you. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the word for Christmas, the cutout for Christmas. And I'm just going to, I already fuzzed my transfer earlier. Okay, I already waxed my cutouts. And I'm just going to stick that down really well. Want to make sure there's no bubbles. And I see a little piece of lint right here that I don't know if that's going to be a problem for me or not, but it's right on the silk screen. Let's see. Well, I don't know where my other tweezers are at the moment, but hopefully I'll be okay. All right. I know, aren't they all great, Rose? I just love, I don't think there's one that I don't like. And of course the metallic tones always get me. The copper, this gold, the silver in the right settings. The other night on that Christmas project, that silver just blew me right away. And I was actually meaning to use gold on most of that project, and I ended up going on with silver, and it was gorgeous. So, anyway, you can comment the word wish or wishes to get the link to get all this stuff to make this yourself. This is a really inexpensive little Christmas decor piece that you can make. Perfect for a tier tray. These little palette signs work great on tier trays. Let's see. Or on its own too. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, we're gonna use gold one more time. Yeah, I like those curved tweezers, but they are craft tweezers. They're for, I got them whenever I did that rhinestone project. I don't know if you remember that one, Mom. But the tweezer end of them is like thick. It's not thin like a regular pair of tweezers that you would use for your eyebrows are. And it's kind of hard to grab something really fine. That's why I was looking for my other pair. It's probably in this drawer and I just didn't see it. So I put this over here. I'm going to just spray regular water on it while it sits over here. This is just plain water. It's no chemicals or anything. Just to let that soak so that that paste doesn't dry in the transfer, okay? And I always do that whenever I'm in my room. Highly suggest that you do it too if you're not going to be going directly to the sink with your stuff. Because whenever I go to try to scrub that later, it's going to be a real bear. Hi, Rainey. How are you? Hi, Anita. Okay, so I'm going to make sure these are good and dry. Just like I said, this paste takes a minute to dry, okay? So I want to be sure before I start messing with it that it is dry, okay? Let me actually move this over here. This looks great. I'm really excited about this one. I think we're good now. So I do have my glue gun all hot and ready, okay? Now, I'm just going to make sure that I know exactly where I want these to go. And I think I do. So I'm leaving a little bit of room over here because I want to put some, I have some green and red jute that I want to use. There we go. All right. There we go. Have like one string of glue along there. Okay, so that's what we have so far. What do y'all think? I hope you love it. The platform? You mean this palette sign? Yeah, so if you comment the word wishes, Mom, you will get a link to your messenger, and then you just go to that link, fill out the form, and I'll send you an invoice. Yeah, all of it's, so you can either select it individually, or you can get just the transfer, just the palette sign, or just the cutouts. Oh, thank you, Karen. Thank you so much, my darling. Okay, so you can get partial or you can get all of it, whatever you want. It's up to you. Okay. And I don't know if I want to use both of these. I think I'm just going to use one. I think both is a little much. So I think I'm just going to go with the red tonight. And I think 2 colors is a little too much for me. So here's what I want to do. Hi, Susan. Thank you, Lisa. I'm glad you made it back over here with me. Sorry about my live earlier. I don't know what happened, y'all. I looked up and my phone wasn't going anymore, and I'm like, okay, that's weird. So I'm just going to take this and set it right in the glue, okay? And let it just sit there for a second. And then, once that's a little dry, I'm going to wrap it around here a couple of times. And it really doesn't even have to be a lot of times, okay? Probably that 4th one will do it. And then, hey Michelle, welcome. How are you, love? Okay, so then I'm just gonna glue that end up right back here. Just like that. And again, you can comment wishes to get all the stuff to make this yourself, okay? Super inexpensive project and really fun and just a super cute one. I have another Christmas transfer that I really desperately want to use. I have a couple of them actually. So I'll probably do that over the next week or two. Mix it in with some fall. Okay, so what do y'all think about that? Is that acceptable? I think it is. I also have a couple little Christmas bells that I could have attached, but I think this is probably good as is. I think anything more might be too much. So I'm going to leave it just the way it is for now. And I hope y'all love this. You can comment wishes. Thank you so much. Comment wishes right here to get all the stuff to make it, okay? And we'll talk tomorrow, okay? On the message, whenever you get it, if you haven't signed up for live text alerts, you can do that. Oh, no problem. Have a great time, Lisa. I hope you have a wonderful time, okay? I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow night, okay? Good night.